Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about just some staple foods that are good to have in an athlete's diet. So I don't do any plans, like I said, and I don't count calories, things like that. I know an average of what I eat is probably around 2,200 calories, and the carbs, protein, and fat, probably like a 30-30-40 split in some sense. Um, Probably either the 40 being protein or carbs, but I don't track it. I do sometimes just randomly just to know what I'm at, but I just eat when I'm hungry, I stop when I'm full, and that's basically my whole day. But I just wanted to give some tips for some types of staple foods to have that I actually really enjoy, and some of them do come from my bodybuilding world, and some of them not so much. So my main staple food meal, my favorite all-time meal, and if anybody knows me, they would know this, but I feel like the only person that really does is Nathan because he lives here, is 2 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, and berries. That is my favorite meal in the world. Like, I could eat that every day, all day, nonstop. I don't know what it is. I'm just obsessed with it. I think it's because when I was in bodybuilding, I only had egg whites. So now that I can have the yolks, it is the best thing ever. So that's like my go-to meal for anything. If I don't know what I want, I make that and I'm perfectly happy. Sometimes you can make it into a sandwich, put some cheese on there. Sometimes you don't even need the cheese. Like, it's just the best. It's my favorite thing. Um, Next one, I'm not gonna put a recipe up for that because it's pretty obvious how to make that. I don't do anything fancy, any spices, anything like that. Just eggs cooked in a pan with some spraying oil and toast with margarine or butter. That's it. And then berries, I do strawberries. A mixture of strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, depending on what looks the best in the store or what's on sale. And I love berries, so that's actually a staple as well, just on its own for snack foods. Another one is the protein oatmeal, which I'll put the recipe up on the next slide here. So with the protein oatmeal, that's a really good thing to have. You can make it smaller batched for a snack if you're not that hungry, or you can make it a bigger batch if you're more hungry. And basically with the protein I use, which I've said many times, but I'll put a picture of it here. That is the best I've ever had an oatmeal. It tastes just like the Quaker's maple syrup, I think it is. Maple and brown sugar, that one. It tastes just like that to me. And I can top it off with either berries or chocolate chips, whatever I'm feeling at the moment. And another staple, oh, actually I want to mention really quick too, with the oatmeal, it's really good to have right now during the COVID-19 because it's really easy to get a huge batch of oats and a huge protein jug, and then you just have that at all times. I'm not sick of oatmeal at all, and once I put the peanut butter in it, it's like a great consistency, and it's like my favorite thing too, but I mean, not my number one. My number one is eggs and toast. The next staple is protein waffles. So you do need a waffle maker for this, but I will post that. And with the protein waffles, it's a very flexible, I make them in batches, and then when I make them, I'll leave up to them into the fridge for up to 3 days, and then sometimes you can freeze them, put a little piece of parchment paper between them and freeze them, and they have quite a bit of protein for a little snack, and you can have 2 or 3 for a meal, or 1 for a snack if that's all you need it, with some berries on the side or some type of fruit. You can use them with chocolate chips or without, depending on what you want. And the maple syrup I use for that is the Steve's 1.5 calories per, I think it's per tablespoon. but that is a really good go-to snack as well, or meal. And you can make batches, which is good right now as well. And you don't need a lot of stuff. I know it's kind of hard to get flour where I'm at. I don't know if it is where everyone else is, but that is a good thing to buy in batches as well. Is because your flour and protein basically. And the next one is going to be Greek yogurt. So that's a little bit more difficult, I think, in these times. And I go through phases where like I'll eat Greek yogurt for months and then I won't eat it for months. So I go up and down with it. But I always top my Greek yogurt off with berries. I can't just eat straight Greek yogurt. If you can, that's fine. Because I usually go vanilla and then put berries in it. Or if I buy the little tubs for like work and stuff when I would leave my house, which doesn't happen now, then I would just get different flavors and then I wouldn't need to top it off with berries, but I would usually have those on the side. I just find berries are so good because they're a great filler. They taste delicious and you can eat a bunch of them and they're not like super high in calories. I don't know exactly what they are, but I just really like berries. Like I love fresh berries. It's so good. And another staple is going to be protein shakes. So especially again right now, you can buy frozen fruit and that is good to have in batches. And the shakes they're so versatile. Like you can do whatever. So today I had one with frozen strawberries, frozen blueberries, my protein, which is this protein here, which I friggin' love. It is so good. It is the best protein I've ever had. I bought another gigantic one and I bought it because it was cheaper and it was a 5-pound, and I used a scoop today for this shake, for the strawberry and blueberry protein shake, and it just didn't taste as good. So then when I made also an Oreo one, and that one was, I used this Nutribolic one and it was so much better. It just tastes like ice cream. So I'll put the recipes up for those as well. Both those shakes, but basically with a fruit shake, you can just, your base is always going to be, well for me, I mean, I don't know if you like chocolate and fruit, I don't like that, but my base is always vanilla protein, unsweetened vanilla almond milk. For the Oreo one, you're going to want 4 to 6 ice cubes, and then that would make it a little bit more of a milkshakey consistency. So those are great as well. And with the protein shakes, they're so, like I said, versatile. Like another one that I have, I'll put up here. It's a little bit higher calorie, but it keeps you full so long. It's like a chocolate peanut butter chocolate chip shake. And I love putting like little chocolate chips or Oreos in it because at the bottom you get like this good treat of like a mouthful of them. And it's funny because I was just watching Simply Mander's video the other day and she was saying the exact same thing and I was like, yes girl, like that's exactly, like it's almost like you're drinking it, trying to get to that point of like, it's just the bottom part of like the delicious chunk of cookie or chocolate chips. You can also take those out, obviously, if you were wanting a lower calorie thing, but there's not much fun in that. And some people can just drink like almond milk with protein and shake it up. I can't do that. And if I do, it's almost like back in the day when I used to take shots and I wouldn't breathe because I don't want to taste it. So I don't do that. When I make a shake, I make it pretty good. So you can buy whatever frozen fruit, throw that in with vanilla, protein, and vanilla unsweetened almond milk, or sweetened if you're fine with more calories. I just don't notice a difference when I make a shake. And then ice or not ice, depending on if it's frozen or fresh fruit. Like, it's pretty simple. But anyways, that is a good staple to have as well. Now, something I am going to try, and I can't really say much about it yet because I've never tried it, but I've heard great things, is the Built Bars. So they're in the States and I'm in Canada, so they're a little hard to come by, and I just haven't bit the bullet yet because I have to order 18 of them, and it's like $55 with taxes. So I'm like, so what if I get 18, I eat my first one and I think it's disgusting? I just wasted $50. But I hear such good things that with this pandemic, I might just bite the bullet and try it, because with the situation being that one person in your household needs to go to the store, I don't typically go a lot because Nathan's still working and I'm not. So I work at home. So the fact that he's already around people anyway, he goes to the store, and I don't want to make him like go searching for protein bars for me. So it's like the best time for me to try that. So when I do try that, maybe I'll do a full video of all the flavors and what I think of them, because I'm going to get a mixed box because I want to know. And I'll let you guys know because it is a big question I have, and I don't even think a lot of Canadians know this thing exists. And the only reason why I really do, I think, is simply Mander, actually. And I'll link her YouTube down below. But she eats them and they look delicious. They look like Bounty bars. So I'll try them, and I'll probably do a video just like sampling them. It'll be different days because I'm not going to eat one of each the day it comes. So you'll see me like in different outfits, doing different things, and just I'll do like a full video of each flavor that I've tried and let you know what I think about them. So yeah, I think that is all I'm going to do for this week for the video. I just wanted to touch base and give you a little bit of a rundown of staples that are good to have right now, and also just every day, and what I typically go to when I'm thinking of eating, basically. So yeah, so I'll link all the things that I said below. So yeah, hopefully this helps, and I hope that you guys are staying safe and staying home, because apparently lots of people aren't, and if everyone would just stay home, this would go a lot faster. So hopefully this helps, and some of these things are good for you and you enjoy them and you use them every day. Thanks. See you. Sorry. Just one last thing that is a good staple to have for like a chip type snacky food is the spokes. I don't know if you can get them everywhere. I just get them at Sobeys. I will show you a picture of them from Google because I don't have them in my house right now, but they are delicious and you can eat so many of them, and I think it's like 35 calories per cup. So basically what I do is I get the 100-calorie popcorn bags, like the little ones, and I make that, and then I put the spokes, I put like 2 cups of those in and mix it up, and sometimes I'll even put like some seasoning on my popcorn as well, and that is like delicious. So I just wanted to come back and let you know about that too. Like if you're watching a movie or you're playing a game or whatever and you're typically always eating chips, like I barely ever buy chips. Like, and it's not because I'm resisting eating chips, it's just that this stuff is just as good to me as chips would be. And yeah, so I want to link that in here as well. So hopefully this stuff is something you've never heard of or something that you're going to try and that you really enjoy, and it helps with you being able to eat a lot more food, because that's what I'm about.